What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. There are some people out here that do not deserve to breathe the same air as you and me. And it sounds crazy to say that, but there are a lot of oxygen thieves out here, and I'm going to show one to you right now. This woman right here. This woman right here you see, her name is Courtney Utsi. She is the aunt, or depending on what part of the country you're from, of this little girl. God rest her soul. This little girl right here is autistic. Her name is Renesmee Utsi. She was 9 years old. And I said was because she's no longer here. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday morning, this little girl was reported missing by her aunt, who's the caretaker of her, around 10 o'clock in the morning. And now, recently, as today, she was found floating in a river 30 miles from her house. If that's not bad enough, the aunt that killed her, the way this whole thing unraveled and unfolded, is something you got to see to believe. This woman right here need her eyes gouged out and her skin on her face taken right from her skull. Take a look at this.
Tonight we're following breaking news. A multi-agency search now underway to find a missing 9-year-old in Dunbar Township, Fayette County. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Ken Rice. Crews have been looking for the little girl for hours. KDK's Jennifer Barresso has been talking to searchers and officials in that area and joins us live. Jen.
Ken, sources telling me that right now, state police, they are interviewing the foster mother and an adult female who lives with this missing girl. And just seconds ago, we saw a state police trooper pull up to the home. This is the home where the missing girl lives, and a forensics unit just pulling up to the home right now. So Renesmee Utsi, state police tell me the girl's foster mother reported her missing at 12:41 today. And police tell me that she told them she last saw the little girl in her bedroom at 2 a.m. The home on 3rd Street is where she lives. And in all, there are 4 kids in the home. Police tell me 12, 9, 7, and 2 years old. I'm told they are all homeschooled. So police want to know if she is homeschooled, this missing girl. What time does that start in the morning? Why did it take hours to report her missing? And why hasn't anyone seen her yet? The missing girl, I'm told, is autistic. All day long, drones, dogs, search and rescue teams, firefighters, every resource available put out to try to find this girl. State police in Uniontown leading this missing person investigation. They have been in and out of this home trying to create a timeline, looking at any surveillance video. They tell me at this point there are no indicators this little girl was kidnapped or abducted, but they can't rule it out yet. But the concerning part is if she did leave on her own, how has no one seen her? How does a 9-year-old leave her home and no one realized this until hours later? Take a listen to what the Fayette County District Attorney told me earlier. What is this family telling police as far as you know?
Well, I'll just put it this way. We're still trying to piece a lot together. We have a lot of questions. This is a 9-year-old girl, developmental disabilities. It is not good for her to be gone this long and for us to have so many unanswered questions. Well,
is there any evidence or have you been briefed on if the little girl took anything from the home?
Again, we're still trying to piece some of that together. We know that she's wearing Ugg boots, that she had pajamas on, not necessarily dressed for the weather. Again, we're still trying to piece a lot together. We have a lot of unanswered questions. So anybody that has any information, surveillance, anything that they think could help us in this investigation can contact the State Police Uniontown.
Take a look at the picture that law enforcement put out. This missing girl, she is 9 years old. She weighs 45 pounds. She has long blonde hair and blue eyes. Now, take a live look. This just unfolding right now. We've seen at least 3 state trooper cars pull up and what believes to be a forensic team. This is at the house where the missing girl lives. Once again, my sources telling me that right now, state police are interviewing the foster mother and an adult woman who lives at this home. Earlier tonight, I talked to a man. He says that he is the biological father of this missing girl. He told me that Courtney is his cousin, and he has been watching his daughter for the past year. And he told me that he believes his daughter is hiding in the woods. But why he's concerned, when he asked Courtney about where his daughter is, she wouldn't provide any details. So once again, another live look here. I'm told, my sources telling me, this is going to be a long night right now. Reporting live, Jennifer Barrasso, KDK TV News.
After hours of searching, 9-year-old Renesmee Yutzi was found in the Youghiogheny River, roughly 30 minutes from her home in Dunbar. Now her adoptive parent is charged with criminal homicide. A lengthy search for 9-year-old Renesmee Yutzi tragically ended this morning when she was found dead, partially submerged in the Youghiogheny River in Westmoreland County. 31-year-old Courtney Yutzi, her adoptive parent, is now facing numerous charges, including criminal homicide. Her bail was denied.
But we were given the location of the body, and we were out there just a few hours ago.
Investigators said the 9-year-old lived with Yutzi, another woman identified in court documents as Sarah Shipley, and 3 kids. Those other children are now in youth services. According to court documents, during an interview, one of the children told investigators they heard Shipley and Yutzi say they were going to take Renesmee far away to a river, and said they saw them kick her and had her in a bag. Originally, it was difficult for investigators to lock down a timeline because Yutzi's story was inconsistent.
The information we were given is that this little girl had left the home on her own, and based on that, we had a specific grid, I guess, a location around the house and the community in Dunbar that we were looking.
According to those court documents, Yutzi said on the night of September 2nd, Renesmee started to vomit and eventually died. Yutzi allegedly said she was scared, so she put Renesmee in a bag and placed it along the river.
It's very apparent that even from the time that this was initially reported, Courtney knew exactly where this child was.
District Attorney Obel says it's still early in the investigation, but others may be charged. For now, covering Fayette County in South Huntington Township, Ava Rash, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
All right, guys. That's the story. Little 9-year-old girl with developmental disabilities killed by the ones that were supposed to take care of her, as if she didn't have enough in her life of an uphill battle in just her own existence. Once again, people like this should be eviscerated immediately once it's found out what happened, and they need to be extended the same cruelty that they put on others. The kids said that they took turns kicking her. Then she died, and they put her in a bag, drove her 30 miles, and threw her body in the river. How fucking sick is that? Said the brother, whose child it is, was asking the sister where she was, and he wasn't getting no answers. Shit. Ain't no damn way. 10 o'clock in the morning, y'all just now calling? This whole thing had a bunch of holes in it. There are people out here that do some of the most violent shit and the worst liars. This thing was wrapped up in a little over 24 hours. Little girl's gone. And for what? You could have gave it to somebody else. My thing is this: why was the brother not having his own fucking kid? That's one thing. Where's the mom at? That's another thing. But either way, man, this is heartbreaking. There are people out here that just do stuff to defenseless children, and nothing is done to them. Life in prison is not justice for that girl. In fact, it's a slap in the face to the victim. Yeah, we'll lock you up and put you on permanent timeout forever because you killed somebody that probably could have did better with their life than you was doing with yours. Now, it was her and another woman named Sarah Shipley. She'd go too. The justice system, it seems like they always issue grace to the most disrespectful, disgraceful people out here. And that's wrong. They should have it to where your punishment should be as cruel and heinous as your crime. But we don't see it like that. Another little girl gone. Always, you start to see people miss, whether it's grown-ups or children just go missing like it's nothing nowadays. Criminals are changing. So is the evil out here on a rise, but the justice system still takes their time and thinks the old system is working. It's fucking not. It's not. People don't have no fear in doing something to somebody else, whether it's a child or anybody else. And they'll take their chance in telling a lie. You know why? Because nobody fears life in jail. Why? Because it's still life. But when you make others sacrifice a life that they had after taking somebody else, especially that of a child, need to be way worse than that. Precedents need to be set and examples need to be made. It's no reason that this type of stuff should happen. Anybody that thinks about need to think twice about putting their hands on kids and destroying them, knowing that they're small enough and feeble enough not to defend themselves. You took turns kicking a baby. That girl's the same age as my daughter. If I punched my daughter in the chest, her heart would stop. But you got grown-ups out here doing all kind of crazy stuff to children. You got a roommate and an aunt. She's family, she's not. And both of y'all are taking turns kicking the shit out of a kid like they can take that? Unacceptable. Show them the flowers. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Listen, when I was 9 years old, my grandfather who raised me and my grandmother, they were like giants to me. My grandfather was like a god. What he said was law. And he handed down punishment with an iron fist. And we respect that. For some odd reason nowadays, people that are in a position of power over children, they push that power to the max. You kicked a child. Talking about the child was vomiting. Yeah, because you fucked her insides up. Oh, I got scared and threw her in the bag. Didn't call 911. Didn't admit your shame. You'll lie on a child, the death of a child, to save your own ass, when what you did to the child you shouldn't have did in the first place. I'd set your stupid ass on fire. You and that other raggedy hoe that's with you. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.